So as far as the EVM question is concerned, that continues to be raised on part of the opposition. Despite this time, Pratibha, we have seen the improvement that the opposition has seen when it comes to their performance in the elections that has just recently concluded.
So it's just been a few days since the Lok Sabha results were out and the EVMs are back in the political discourse once again, with an FIR now being registered against a relative of Shiv Sena MP Ravindra Vaikar, which has once again put the focus on the credibility of the EVMs and their security.
So what this controversy is all about, let's break that down for our viewers. Now, the Vanrai police station in Mumbai has registered a case and an FIR against Ravinder Vaikar's relative for allegedly entering a counting center with a mobile phone. A polling officer who has also been booked in the case, a Marathi news report claimed that the phone was used to unlock the EVM machine at the counting center using a OTP, or that is a one-time password.
But this version was also dismissed by both the Election Commission and the police officials. The Election Commission says that there is no provision whatsoever to unlock an EVM using an OTP, since EVMs are standalone devices which cannot be connected with any other device. The Election Commission maintains that the counting process does not involve a mobile phone at all. A similar statement being made by the police as well, that released a press note confirming that the reports of a phone being used to unlock the EVM are false and misleading, and legal action could be initiated for the same.
There is no possibility of there is no provision of any OTP for opening the EVM. EVM operates independently. EVM is a standalone device. There is no communication device can be attached. No wired, unwired connectivity कोई भी possible नहीं है. And this mobile was with our Encore data operator, जिसका एक्चुअली पूरे काउंटिंग प्रोसीजर का ही मोबाइल से कुछ रिलेशन नहीं है.
मुंबई के नॉर्थ वेस्ट में वाइकर जी के रिश्तेदार के पास वो मोबाइल है जो चुनाव अधिकारी के पास होना चाहिए, जिसमें ईवीएम का ओटीपी आता है, वो पकड़ा जाए तो क्या लोकतंत्र में जो चुनाव अहम है, लोगों की इच्छा आकांक्षाओं का प्रतीक उस चुनाव में होना चाहिए, वही सरकार बननी चाहिए. अगर उसमें इतने घपलेबाजी होती होगी तो आज इस प्रक्रिया के ऊपर सवालिया निशान एलन मस्क भी उठा रहे हैं, तो ये पुनर्विचार करने का समय है.
वो 4 जून के बाद से ही अपनी हार पचा नहीं पा रहे और लगातार वो जीते हुए उम्मीदवार रविंद्र वायकर के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार में लगे हुए. सुप्रीम कोर्ट के आदेश में साफ साफ लिखा हुआ है कि ईवीएम मशीन को मोबाइल से हैक नहीं किया जा सकता, मोबाइल से ऑपरेट नहीं किया जा सकता.
काउंटिंग सेंटर में मोबाइल फोन किसने लाने दिया, कैसे आया, उस मोबाइल फोन का उपयोग किस लिए किया जा रहा था, बाहर से संवाद रखा जा रहा था, बाहर के लोगों से बातचीत हो रही थी. जो उम्मीदवार विजयी घोषित किया गया है उसके नजदीकी रिश्तेदार थे. साथ ही में जो नई बात आई कि मोबाइल फोन का ओटीपी जनरेट करने के लिए उपयोग होता है और उस ओटीपी से इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वोटिंग मशीन खोले जाते हैं, ये सब नई बातें हैं. ये कहाँ से ओटीपी वगैरह की बात आई थी?
खोटा जे काही दिशाभूल करण्याचा जे काही प्रयत्न चालू आहे त्या ठिकाणी पोलीस त्याचं स्पष्टीकरण देतील आणि जी वस्तुस्थिती वेगळी आहे हे गिरे तो भी टांग ऊपर अशातला हा भाग आहे. अरे तुमच्या एवढ्या जागा जिंकल्या तुम्ही, तेव्हा ईव्हीएमवर संशय घेतला नाही, फक्त रवींद्र वायकर यांच्या ईव्हीएमवर संशय घेता. म्हणजे याचा अर्थ तुम्ही त्या ठिकाणी खोटं लोकांमध्ये पसरवण्याचं काम करताय. हे खोटं बोला पण रेटून बोला, हे जास्त काळ चालणार नाही. रवींद्र वायकर यांना तिथल्या जनतेने निवडून दिलेला आहे आणि त्यांचा विजय जो आहे हा जनतेचा विजय आहे. किती काही आदळआपट केली तरी सुद्धा या ठिकाणी जनता शेवटी निर्णय घेते.
So you heard the reactions there. While the political war of words continues back in the country, a renowned entrepreneur based in the United States has added fuel to the fire. On Sunday, SpaceX and Tesla CEO Elon Musk put out a post on social media platform X calling for the elimination of the electronic voting machines. He said that the risk of being hacked by humans or AI, while small, is still too high. It's important to mention that this tweet from Elon Musk was in response to Robert Kennedy, an independent candidate in the US presidential elections, who called for a return to the paper ballots. But immediately after this tweet came in, the opposition was quick to latch on to Elon Musk's tweet. Amita, take us through what the opposition has been saying immediately after Elon Musk's tweet came in.
Absolutely, because the context here needs to be cleared. On what Elon Musk was actually commenting about has nothing to do with the EVMs that are used in India on the electoral process here. But the opposition seems to have latched on to the particular word, that is the EVMs, and saying when it comes to the credibility of the EVMs, that is once again being questioned, and also the questions that are being raised on the authority, which is the Election Commission of India. Let's put that as far as what the opposition has been saying, including Rahul Gandhi, because he says that EVMs is a black box, that no one can ever scrutinize what's happening within them. He says that there are serious concerns that are raised about when it comes to the transparency of the EVMs, and if technology creates such problems, it must be stopped. This is Akhilesh Yadav of the Samajwadi Party. He also goes on to say that what's the reason behind BJP's insistence on EVMs, so he's connecting that with the BJP. Let's also talk about the Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray faction leader saying that now even Elon Musk has raised the issue of hacking of EVMs. Remember, EVMs here in the US and EVMs here in India are poles apart. There is a lot of difference there. The government of India, when he goes on to add and say that saying that the Election Commission must also decide on the same when it comes to the EVM and possible hacking. That has been the question that has now been raised on part of the opposition. There is the DMK as well, which goes on to say that there are many reports show that EVMs is susceptible when it comes to tampering and also can be hacked and can be manipulated. And DMK MP goes on to say, saying that why doesn't the Election Commission arrange certain scientific analysis of EVMs? But remember on that note, on part of the reactions that have been coming in, that Election Commission of India has time and again set up such kind of workshops as well, especially when it comes to political parties from the opposition, to try and get a basic understanding how the EVMs actually operate.
लोग इस बात को मानकर चल रहे हैं कि आखिर क्या कारण है कि सारी दुनिया से ईवीएम समाप्त कर दिया गया है। जिन लोगों ने इसको ईजाद किया था वो भी अपने देश से उन्होंने समाप्त कर दिया, तो हम उस पर क्यों भरोसा कर रहे हैं, हम उस पर को लेकर क्यों चलने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं।
इलेक्ट्रॉनिक मशीन हो, उसको मैनुअल तरीके से अगर उसमें वाईफाई है या दूसरी सुविधाएं नेट इंटरनेट मौजूद है, तो अगर समाजवादी पार्टी समझती कि अगर किसी आप इसके एक्सपर्ट से बात कीजिएगा तो अगर वो मशीन आपको दे दी जाए तो निसंदेह वो उसको हैक किया जा सकता है।
There is clearly a possibility of EVM machines being hacked as you go by this entire conversation, something that's happening in Puerto Rico, something that we've been speaking about, and going on the back of that, we see that what the police investigation is showing clearly shows that there is an entire conspiracy to undermine India's democratic structures, and if Election Commission doesn't rise up to the occasion, it would be extremely unfortunate.
So can EVMs be hacked? That's the question in the minds of the voters. We are just a few days after the Lok Sabha results have come out. Remember, on the day of the results as well, the Prime Minister had spoken and he said, I hope questions will not be raised on EVMs yet again. But here we are, questions being raised. Deshratan Nigam, lawyer, and Shyam Prasad Meka, Congress leader, joining us on the broadcast. Mr. Deshratan Nigam, you know, these questions come up time and again during the elections. But this time around, Ravindra Vaikar's brother is also in question. He says he has hacked the EVM. Elon Musk, one of the biggest entrepreneurs across the country, raising that question, because of which the opposition yet again saying that EVMs can be tampered with.
Well, Pratibha, let me tell you, in the last presidential elections, which was a paper ballot in USA, where millions of ballot papers were found around the corners in the dump yards out there, and a huge row had erupted in USA. I think it's for the USA to decide which paper ballot they have to follow or which mode of, voting they have to follow, whether EVM or not. But in India, Election Commission had challenged all the political parties. Only 2 or 3 Communist Party, Aam Aadmi Party turned up. They understood, and in fact, continuous workshops, as you already pointed out, continuously takes place. These EVM machines are standalone machines, not connected to any network. And if anybody tries to, tamper with it, physically also they become inoperable. And they are not connected to any internet, Bluetooth, or any kind of external devices. And at the same time, when the elections take place, they are sealed in the presence of the agents of the political parties, and when the counting starts, they are de-sealed in the presence of the agents of the political parties. Their signs are also taken on various.
Shyamji sir, good morning. Namaskar to you, sir. Sir, you should be happy. आप क्यों सवाल उठा रहे when it comes to the EVMs, the same EVMs that were used for Karnataka, for Telangana, for Himachal Pradesh, and even when it comes to the current, just recently concluded elections, Congress party's performance has been not that great, but still has improved significantly, sir. Why is the Congress party now complaining?
Okay, it's not about what result anybody got. It's about, see, it's easy for us, say, without knowledge, we can talk about technicalities of the EVM, or they cannot be networked and all this. We can talk, but that is not the question. The fundamental thing is, when we are conducting a free and fair election, Deshrathan Nigamji just told
wasn't
about
that fundamental question raised with the Supreme Court also, sir?
No, I will tell you. It's about free and fair election. When there is no confidence, and you cannot inspire confidence in the fairness or impartiality or untamperability of the EVMs, it is something, I'm not saying straight away, okay, dump them. It is something to be taken note of. We need to address those concerns. This is an important decision for us. This is the election, right? And
but Mekaji, if I may ask, where were these questions on the day of the results, where the India bloc performed better than it perhaps had expected? We didn't see any questions on the EVMs. We didn't see these questions, in the results in Uttar Pradesh as well. You said it's a big defeat of the BJP. In the seats that have been won by the India bloc, there as well, would you say, there as well you won on the EVMs. It was not paper ballots there.
No. We got this result in spite of the uneven field. Right from the nominations, electoral rolls, to the conduct of the elections, and to the counting, it is an uneven field. It is not transparent. It doesn't
you're saying
inspire
that the
confidence.
numbers wouldn't have stopped just at 99 here. Century to Mari leti, at least for the Congress. But they should have...
Wait a minute. If you want to take that pot shot on me...
No, not taking pot shots at you, sir. I'm just saying that it can be the same EVM who conveniently is being questioned when your party comes to power, and then the same EVM becomes a villain when you believe that the BJP is coming to power. Deshratham Nigamji.
Well, let me point out. No. What is this?
Taking a counter, sir. Shyamji, I'll let you have your time, sir. Let's take a counter.
I won't allow that. I won't allow that.
I think you should mute him. This is not the way we debate.
Shyamji, request you, sir. Subah ka time hai, sir. Requesting you. Let's take a counter.
See, let me point out one thing very clearly, that Congress cannot be attacking EVMs and asking for the elimination at the same time taking benefit out of them. You can't do the two things together. Either you say the EVMs are bad and I'm willing to resign all these seats and challenge it. It is acceptable. Let us have that challenge and have the re-election. Please call for that. But you won't do that because you know where will you be. And we all have seen growing up, seen how, villages after villages where booth capturing used to take place. And the EVMs have actually taken the democracy to the grassroots level where people come out and you cannot tamper with it. And that is where the grassroots democracy has been established in this country. And remember, it has happened. I mean, look at the history of that point of time. Look at the newspapers at that point of time.
We've seen history and we've seen the changes that have been brought in. My apologies, but I want to take a very quick retort from Shyam Prasad Mekaji because, we've seen what has happened when paper ballots are used, the EVMs, the Supreme Court, the Election Commission. Are you saying that you don't have faith in these institutions as well? The matter has also been taken up in the Supreme Court.
40 courts have gone through. 40 times the courts have gone through. They have rejected the...
Mekaji, very quickly, we are running out of time. 30 seconds, please respond to that.
You will take jibes at the political party. You will give full play to Deshrathan Nigamji.
Okay, jibes aside, please tell me your response. The Supreme Court, it has been taken up in the Supreme Court as well.
I want to tell your viewers that you taking that jibe about 99 and 100 doesn't behold your position as an anchor. Correct that next time. Second, about Deshrathan Nigamji talking about paper ballots. Paper ballot ho, EVM ho. It needs to be transparent and it should inspire.
My only
confidence in
context when
everybody.
saying that, Mr. Shyamprasad Mekha was that at the time when the questions are being raised on the betterment of the performance, and congratulations to you and your party, sir, but the same EVM that you hold it as a villain, when at a time, even when it comes to the performance of the India bloc is concerned, and the same EVMs that has enabled you and your party to form governments in Karnataka and Telangana and Himachal Pradesh.
That's eloquent.
Right.
People are not fools.
Right, sir.
You can see through you.
All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining us here on the broadcast. You're watching the Morning News Hour.